I'm Christy, and today I'm going to be interviewing Jacqui. She is a current college student at University of Santa Barbara. Hi, Jacqui. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Hi, I'm really excited to meet all of you guys. Yeah, I'm a current student at University of California, Santa Barbara, and I'm currently majoring in history of public policy, and I'm thinking about adding a double major in either philosophy or political science, and I'm currently the statewide policy analyst for the associated students at UC Santa Barbara, which is kind of like student government. And so in that, I work to look at policy that is going to affect my school and the University of California system statewide. And then my partner is working on federal policy analysis. And so we work together to advocate for students at UCSB.
That sounds really interesting. What are some of your other hobbies that you're interested in either high school or middle school or today?
Yeah, well, definitely my lifelong hobby has just been like the outdoors, and I love nature. I love getting outside and hiking and mountain biking, fishing, anything where I'm outside and enjoying the beautiful surroundings. And so in high school, I actually was a 3-sport athlete, and all of the sports that I did were outside. And I didn't realize this until maybe sophomore year, but I was deciding between water polo and volleyball and basketball and soccer. And of course I went with water polo and soccer, which are both outside. And so I just love spending my time outdoors.
Is it like going to an all-girls high school?
It was different. I started, unlike a lot of my classmates, in high school instead of 6th grade. And it was definitely a change from going to a co-ed middle school to going to an all-girls high school. But I think in many ways it definitely was a positive change. In college now, I've recognized that I've gained a lot of confidence. I'm often one of the only girls who is asking the professor questions during lecture, or speaking up in discussion section. So I think I've gained a lot from my time at hastily, my high school. I think it was definitely a different social dynamic than you would have gotten at a co-ed school. I really don't think I was missing out on anything. And I think that's been reinforced like in my college experience.
What do you love most about UCSB?
I love everything about UCSB. UCSB is all around the best school for me. It's so diverse in terms of the people who are there and their interests. I think it's all around a well-rounded school in terms of what you can do there. The humanities and social sciences programs, which I'm a part of, are really amazing. Our history department, which I'm majoring in, is one of the best, like nationally. And then also there are the people who are doing like marine science and biology, theoretical physics, and right there on the beach in the ocean is a perfect place for them to do that kind of work. And so it's really interesting being around people of many different expertises, like all in their field, of so many like broad interests, and being able to interact with all of them. And I think one of the cool things about UC at Santa Barbara is that it is relatively small for the type of school that it is, and so the interactions between the professors and the students are really good. And all my professors know me by name. Go to them during office hours, talk to them during discussion section, and you'll get to know them pretty well.
Cool. What do you think helped you get into college?
I think the biggest thing for me was I just did what I enjoyed, and I did it well, and I didn't worry about what I thought was going to look good on my resume, what I thought was what I should be doing, and I just did what I really wanted to be doing. And I think that will lead you to a good school, and I think it will also lead you to having a happier life and, you know, a better career afterwards. You know, I've met a lot of people who are still stuck doing things that they are not really enjoying because they think that's what's gonna bring them the most money, or what they think they should be doing because their parents tell them that they should be doing that. And I think in the end they're not really going to be happy with that. So I've enjoyed just going and doing what I really love and making it work out.
Yeah, I think that's very important life advice to follow. How did you get more into STEM, and when did that occur?
Yeah, so all through middle school, I loved science. Science was my favorite class. I had a really good, close relationship with my eighth grade science teacher, Mr. O, and he really was a mentor for me. So going into hastily in high school, I joined the STEM club. I was in the youth medicine club. My sophomore career day, we went to the hospital and we got to watch surgeries, and that was really cool. I've taken engineering classes. I really thought that that's what I was wanting to do. I really thought I wanted to go into STEM. I really thought medical school was an option. And maybe around junior year, I kind of changed my mind about that. But up until that point, I was super interested in STEM, and I still am in many ways. Past couple of years, I've been interning at UCSF in San Francisco, and I've been working for the genetic counselors there who do breast cancer clinical trials and research into family cancer genetics. So that has been really interesting because it's been kind of a blend between STEM and humanities. I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of social science work involved in that. And I think that's truly where I'm more interested. I really am interested in healthcare policy and administration. Actually, next year I'll be on the healthcare student advocate board working with doctors, and we're looking at healthcare policy in the University of California and how that affects students. And so I think it's kind of cool that I found a bit of a mix between humanities and STEM.
Why do you think that you leaned away towards not going into STEM field in high school?
I don't know. I think in the end, I kind of realized that I was the best at writing and reading, and those are the classes that I caught myself thinking about after school, while I was on my run, while I was at sports practice, while I was just walking around. Those are the questions that I was still thinking about from my English classes, from my European history classes, from my philosophy classes. And I really wasn't thinking about biology or chemistry or engineering. And I wasn't curious about them. I'm a very curious person. And when I lost my curiosity for the STEM classes I was in, I kind of realized that maybe that wasn't the right route for me. And I think being in Silicon Valley, there's kind of this push towards going into STEM fields. I think it's definitely really, really good thing to pursue. But I think I've just realized that's not for me, at least in the hard science route. So
Yeah. Who are your role models?
role models are definitely my parents. I've definitely learned a lot from their college experiences, and I've kind of imitated a lot of what they've done, and also in a lot of ways gone my own route. And so, but they inspire me every day, and I love hearing about their experience and kind of making my experience my own as well. And then this past year, I've really started to look up to a lot of my professors and my TAs, teaching assistants at UCSB, and building relationships with them has really shown me like what I want my future career to look like.
Is there a particular professor that you look up to?
Yeah, my comparative literature professor, Fall Quarter, he was from Germany, and he was the best. He was just so passionate about his subject, and a lot of the criticism about humanities subjects is often that it's not like innovative, it's not creating new technology, it's not really helping society. And if you would listen to him talk, I can't like do it any justice, but if you would listen to him talk, he makes it seem like literature is the most important thing in the world, and studying it and analyzing it, writing about it. And he made me realize why it's important to preserve that culture that comes from Greek literature, which is what we were talking about in his class, and Homer and the Odyssey and the Iliad, and how that actually is very important. Moving into things like AI and automated technology, it's really important to hold on to what's like brought us to this point. So I really liked him, and he was inspiring. So
What do you want to do after you graduate?
I'm not 100% sure. Right now I'm interning in San Jose with a judge, and I really think that law school could be a good fit for me. but also the more and more I talk to professors and PhD students at UCSB, I think academia and becoming a professor could be a really good job for me and something that I'd be really interested in. So I'm not sure, but I know definitely that I'm going to be doing some postgraduate school of some sort, whether in law or doing a PhD program. So we'll see.
What do you wish you had known before going to college?
I don't know. I think just that it will work out and that you should just pursue your interests. And I think college is definitely a time to explore and to try a lot of new things. My first year, I took a lot of my general education classes because I went my whole first year until the last 3 weeks undeclared my major, and I took my general education requirements and I tried classes in almost every department in the school that I could possibly be interested in, some that I knew I wasn't interested in, and I, just in case, and I took all those classes and I enjoyed some of them and I didn't like some of them, and that kind of helped me narrow down my interest. And I think wish I knew before going in that was okay, and that would be a valuable experience, because I know a lot of my friends and a lot of other people at UCSB, my classmates, were trying to declare as quickly as possible, trying to figure out what exactly they're interested in. I think that's really impossible without actually taking classes in the disciplines and the departments that you're interested in and trying it out for yourself. So I'm glad I took that year to do that, and now I'm done with my general education requirements and I know what I want to do. So
Yeah, exploring is good. Okay. Do you have a project that you would like to share with us that you have worked on either at school or summer internship?
Yeah, this past year, the project that's definitely been the most interesting to me was actually in my political science class for a final paper and research project. And we had to write as a political consultant on an immigration issue. So I chose to take my paper closer to home, and I wrote about H-1B visas in Silicon Valley. And so basically H-1B visas are visas that employers can give to potential employees in foreign countries in order for them to move to America and work for a limited time and work in technology and in STEM in Palo Alto and the surrounding area. And so I kind of wrote about their economic importance to the Bay Area and basically the country as a whole in my paper. And I really enjoyed the chance to explore a lot of the policy in the House of Representatives and Senate specific bills on that issue.
Cool. That sounds like a very interesting project. So that wraps up our more formal questions. And now we have a couple speed round type questions. So the first one is, what is your favorite dessert?
Oh, definitely mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Dream vacation spot?
Idaho, definitely. I've been there before, so it's not really a dream, but it's definitely my favorite vacation spot.
Where in Idaho?
Sun Valley, Idaho, Ketchum. Gorgeous, and hiking, mountain biking. If you're into that, I recommend it.
Favorite color?
Favorite color? Definitely navy blue, like my shirt.
Spirit animal?
My spirit? I'd have to say golden retriever.
Favorite book?
Harry Potter, definitely. I grew up reading Harry Potter. Actually, my theater class, spring quarter, we read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the musical, for our last book as a contemporary example of theater, and it was really fun.
Favorite movie?
I love The Parent Trap. That's definitely, I went to sleepaway camp for 7 or 8 years. The Parent Trap just brings back a lot of memories.
If you had a superpower, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly?
I think I'd rather be able to fly. Yeah, I think that would be really, really cool. I love to travel, and so I would definitely make use of that.
Favorite sport?
Water polo, definitely. I played water polo all 3 years, or all 4 years of high school, and I played varsity, and so that's definitely my favorite sport.
Favorite song?
My favorite song? I don't know. I don't think I have one, but I definitely have a favorite music genre. I love country music. I go to all the country concerts at Shoreline with my best friend. So
Robots or Minecraft?
robots or what?
Or Minecraft?
Oh, probably robots. Yeah, my brother is obsessed with Minecraft and he loves it, but I've never gone into it. But I think robots are really cool.
Books or movies?
Definitely books, and definitely books before movies. I actually have a rule that I can't see a movie that there's a book about before reading the book, which I know is weird, but I love to read, so.
Winter or summer?
Summer, definitely. I was a summer baby. My birthday is in July, so I love summer and I love the sun.
If you could meet anyone, who would it be?
Probably Hamilton or something from the Revolutionary War. I love American history, so that would be really cool.
Cool. That wraps up our speed round and overall interview. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Yeah, thank you so much.